Hello nerds, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefi and today we have our favorite special interception, aka Altaisen, the train. So we're gonna be doing a couple runs on mobile resolution to see how hard or easy it is for an advanced account, let's say, or endgame account, whatever you wanna call it. Even though I don't really do endgame content, I tend to ignore solo raid and I do union raid just for the currency. The topic of today's video is going to be train and different team compositions you can use to clear it on your phone. If you play on PC, it's a lot easier. You go widescreen and you have a lot more time, a really bigger window to actually shoot down the missile launchers. Before we start, we stream every single day, guys. Come say hello on YouTube and on Twitch. You have the links in the description down below. You can also join my Patreon if you like this type of content. All that said, let's get directly started now. Also, we were doing carries yesterday on stream for train, and we did one for a 160 account. This 160 account, you can go and check the bot from yesterday, but even though it was a great account because it has litter, it has bunnies, and good DPSs for the future, right? It didn't have the damage to clear. Even with bunnies, even with litter, even with the perfect run, we were only able to get to stage 7, I believe we could. The first time we got to 5, it was already a pretty lucky run, and then we retried for probably half an hour, 40 minutes, and we actually got to stage 7 with the perfect RNG run, but we didn't have enough damage to clear missiles or to be going around on the second phase. Now, this is to say that even if you have the team, it's normal that you fail train. Train is the biggest DPS check when it comes to special interception bosses, and hopefully in the future it gets a rework. Again, I don't think it needs to be changed anything, it's just the damage numbers. It deals way too much damage compared to any other special interception. Because the other interceptions, you can actually work around the mechanics. You have plenty of units to work around the mechanics, right? Every special interception is not as hard as Train, and we could also include Gravedigger in there. Gravedigger is just the circles are too fast. And I'm not talking about the speed of the boss itself when it moves around. I'm talking about the duration of the circles. It is too tight between rotations if you don't have any cooldown reduction. So that's the only issue with Gravedigger. Really, is the only one, because you probably have 3 shotguns and you can clear with that. But if you don't have cooldown reduction, you are quite literally fucked. Now, let's talk about a train once again, and let's try doing a couple of runs. The first run is going to be the usual meta team, which means we're going to be doing Litter, Bunnies, Alice, Scarlet, pretty simple stuff. The second run, we're going to be using what everyone claims to be the magic tool to clear train, and that's going to be Sakura Lukmira. And then we might do a third run with Noise. I just don't like manually Noise. It's also an alternative and you can use her, and there is plenty of videos on how to clear manually Noise for the town. I personally don't like that strategy. I think it's a pain in the ass. I just like doing auto things, right? Running on auto or running no brain dead teams. Just like when I play Path of Exile, I like playing minion builds, just to not do anything, just run around and kill things, right? So we'll go Litter, we're gonna go Bunnies, of course, because Bunnies are good, and then we'll go Alice and this. I'm gonna burst first with Alice, though, not with Scarlet. And the reason is pretty simple, it's because Alice, if you have her invested, will completely destroy all of the turrets and the missile launchers. The problem with running Scarlet instead of running, for example, something like Modernia, is that we don't have enough bullets to clear all of the missiles. So we are a little bit on a tired spot when it comes to these missiles, and we might need to shoot them. As you can see, if you were using Modernia, you can clear all of them without a problem. And you can probably clear them with Scarlet anyway, it doesn't really matter. But we clear this, and now we have the second problem of this boss, which is going to be these turrets. And Alice is done. Well, even with a meta team, like I've said always, either you iframe that or you are dead. Now, does this mean that this run is done? No. This means that now we have to do a run with 4 people. Here's the thing, we can clear with 4 people, and we're gonna be clearing this so you see how it works. But it's going to be a lot harsher than if we were to be using Alice and everyone alive. So what are your options if one of your good units gets killed here, one of your B1? If it's B1 or B2, you have to restart. There is no way around that, right? You will have to restart 100%. If it's one of your DPSs and your account is high level enough, so 250 onwards, you can clear anyway. That was too soon, by the way. I should have waited with the Scarlet because we have the burst. There we go. Let's just run this, let's finish. I might not finish the run, we'll see. Again, you can run with 4 people, it's gonna take forever. We actually got fucked there. Oh, lucky. We got lucky! I'm not gonna complain about getting lucky. That's part of the RNG, guys. Part of the RNG. And now we'll wait for the last rotation so we can actually get all of the missiles. Perfect. And Scarlet should be able to clear them out. Pretty good. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Sefi, but this is the most meta team possible. It's not a fair comparison. And it's not. But that's the problem with Train. It doesn't matter what we compare Train with. Either you have an account high level enough that you can clear with enough damage, or you will not be able to clear. And it is what it is. The moment Blank is dead or Litter is dead, you have to restart. The moment one of your main DPSs is dead, you have to restart. If you don't have enough damage on the turrets, and we'll see that now with Sakura Ludmilla, either you have those two units, or you will never be able to complete phase 1. And that's coming from an account at level 275. In fact, if I didn't have this meta team, right? And if I didn't have bunnies for the indomitability, and I didn't have a strong units to clear them, and I was level 220, 230, and I tried going with the normal strategy, which is gonna be Ludmilla Sakura, right? Sakura Ludmilla. She's level 1, no investment, no gear, she doesn't need to. And then we'll go with something like Guilty for the extra damage, and then we'll be using, who can we use in here? Probably Alice and also Modernia, right? Alice and Modernia. You could run something like A2 and Modernia instead of Alice Modernia. I think I'm gonna be running Alice just because she's invested. But what is the problem with this team? A lot of people try to sell this combination as the perfect solution for Train. And that's a lie. It's not really the perfect solution. Why is it not the perfect solution? Because Sakura and Ludmilla are great if you are high level. If you are still level 200, level 210, level 220, not all of your units have overloaded pieces or high investment on the skills, you don't have the damage to last long enough for Sakura Ludmilla to be good. Now, why is this combo nice? It's because, as you can see on Ludmilla, she will damage taken reduce by 35% and taunt everyone, right? Good, that's good. Also, what does Sakura do? Well, she makes win bosses or win enemies deal 55 or 56% less damage. Wow, coincidentally, Train, it's a win unit, and they release Sakura to help combat this. This is the only attempt we've seen at actually trying to fix something like Train. Even after releasing this combination of Sakura Ludmilla, I don't think it's like a great option. I don't think it's like the magic solution a lot of people try to sell it as, because a magic solution that requires you to have specific units over 100 different ones is not the magic solution, right? Now, as you can see, you want to delay your burst so we can get everything in here. And as you can see, Sakura is not getting any damage. Sorry, Ludmilla is not getting any damage, even though she's getting blasted by absolutely everything. So you break the turrets. Now the problem comes with the second part, because we still need to break this, right? And we are bursting with Modernia, which is going to hinder our damage a lot. But still, let's do this, right? As you can see, we're getting no damage at all. The problem, and one of the biggest problems with Sakura Ludmilla is you shouldn't be using Modernia, which I am trolling right now. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, we're trolling a little bit. Because we take too long to break the turret. Something like, not counting Scarlet or Pilgrims, right? Something like Drake, Nor, Laplace, Magful could be good. A lot of the units in here will destroy these turrets a lot faster than Modernia is doing right now. As you can see, the town went away already. So if you don't have enough damage to clear the town, Sakura and Ludmilla are not helping you, because turrets will kill a unit every time they shoot. And so this is the biggest issue Train has. That yes, Sakura and Ludmilla help? Yes, if you have the damage. This is still a DPS check. Now again, if you remove Modernia and you put someone that will allow you to burst faster, while still being able to break all of the missiles at the start, you are good to go. Scarlet is the best option, of course, but not everyone has a Scarlet. So once again, Drake is good, Nord is good, Magful is good. If you like snipers, I don't like snipers personally, but it is what it is, right? A2, it's amazing at this boss. 2B is not good. For one reason, because you need to actually be destroying parts, and the base damage of 2B is too low. She will never destroy the missiles or the parts. She will, however, do a lot of damage to the core, to the boss itself. So you can get a couple bars if you have a 2B invested. She can get like up to 3-4 bars in one burst, which is amazing. Now that said, that's gonna be it for this video. I don't want to be here like 30 minutes doing different compositions, because again, I just think Train, it's a DPS check. There is no skill involved, there is nothing involved. Even if you have Sakura Ludmilla, if you don't have enough damage on your units, you are not clearing, because the taunt and the damage reduction from Sakura are not infinite, right? The damage reduction from wind elements on Sakura lasts, let me check because I don't know the specific numbers, 30 seconds and you in 30 seconds need to destroy both missile launchers and the 4 turrets. If you cannot do it, then you are dead. You cannot clear it, right? Because you will get one shot by whatever is there. And your loot Mila cannot tank without the debuff from Sakura. So all that said, that's gonna be it from this video, guys. I just wanted to talk about Train a little bit and how is my favorite boss. Today we're gonna be doing carries for Grave Digger. If you need help, come to the stream, say hello. So thank you to my patrons for making all this content possible. You can join them with the links in the description down below, guys. Good luck with your pool degenerates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。